Alright, good time zone, everybody. Welcome to ZSR. We are here with Scrubs Qual for Season 6, Number 1. I've got Cinny and Sea Falcon here to talk. I'm going to go with K and push buttons for tracking, and yeah, we'll get going here shortly.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the first qualifier of the Scrubs tournament. So, Sea Falcon, what is the Scrubs tournament? Why are we here?
We over in Scrub Central have a tournament for mostly newer or beginner runners to kind of learn the ropes of current time randomizer and get their feet wet in a competitive environment that's not like the main tournament. And yeah, we've been running this. Gosh, this is already season 6 of Scrubs, man. I remember
six seasons.
We've done this for a while.
Yeah, I've not been around. I think I started season 4 or 5 of Scrubs, something like that. So you've been around more than me.
Yeah, doing this for a while, and I'm always excited this time of year to see what kind of not the new and returning runners both that are going to be playing this season. And I guess we have a minute before we start. So as both of us being on the staff in Scrubs, what kind of settings do we have for them this time around?
So as you can see, we have something a bit different. We're starting with 4 of the dungeon rewards. We have an all-dungeon bridge, so we have to get all 9 of the rewards, but we do start with 4 of them, so the 3 that we start with, their dungeons are pre-completed, so don't do any checks in them. They're all dead. You're just wasting your time. So yeah, we always do 5 dungeons. There's no Gans Castle boss key, that's gone. And we start with Prelude plus a random song, which was Song of Storms this seed. And also, like the usual, we're starting with Deku Shield, Lens of Truth, Ocarina, Consumables. We do have max rupees for wallets, so we'll start with 99 rupees, and when we pick up the adult wallet, we'll get to 100, Giants 500. And then there's a few checks disabled that are considered like pretty hard for Scrubs, so to disable those makes seeds a bit easier to beat, like 40, 50 skulls and 1500 horseback archery. A few of the checks that Scrubs may struggle to deal with. And also, we do have our both spawns random. So we're starting as child, so we'll see where child spawns in the world. And then also when we get to adult, that will also be random. But yeah, that's the gist of the settings. And then, we also have path hints. Path hints are a new thing for Scrubs this season. And we get 3 foolish hints at Temple of Time, 1 name item hint, which is also at Temple of Time. So yeah, we will start with the foolishes right away. And then for always, the Skull Mask, Frogs 2, a dual hint for Ice Cavern Final, which is the final chest and the final song. And also another dual hint for the 2 fairies in Outside Gans Castle and Hyrule Castle. Then we got 9 sometimes, 20 and 30 are hinted in the Skullhouse. And yeah, that covers the settings. So the checks, they're mostly what you'd see in like the main season, except for a few that we disabled to help the new runners out, help them finish seeds.
Yeah. So hopefully this will help us learn the game. Don't have to. You have to complete the rest of the dungeons that we don't have the rewards for. But hey, there's 3 of them that are already pre-completed for us. As you said, I'll be curious to see. Going into discussing a little bit about this actual seed, I'll be curious to see which 3 of those we will have today. It's always interesting choosing Prelude, or the fact we start with Prelude, because I see the Forest Medallion on our
yeah. So if runners want, they could they could prelude, go get the song, go get their taught hints, and could also just save quit back to their spawn if they wanna do checks around it. That could be one option, or do checks around it, then go to Temple Time. Or we can even see runners just go rush adult with their prelude. That would be a viable option.
Yeah, and they also looks like they the other starting song they have today is Storms, which is interesting to say the least. It's one of the better definitely one of the better child songs.
Yeah,
like ZL shows up early, might have it really well today.
Yeah, we got Spear Zero well. Anyone want to go for it?
Well,
Like, be kind of risky to do without explosives or CL, leaving some checks behind. Yeah, we got a countdown.
yeah, I think we're to head off here. So, all right, everybody, where do y'all think we're spawning today?
Most likely it'll probably be CAC or Market, but I think I'm gonna go spicy and say we're gonna spawn behind the king.
Yeah, that'd be very, very interesting.
Yeah, no weirdos needed for Jabu access.
Alright.
And where are we dropping?
And
Oh, we're in Goron City. This is probably just a prelude immediately, or go to CAC, one of the two. Yep, we're getting.
and we have a 2-2 split on that exact
Yeah,
decision.
left side.
Here.
Left side's going to Trail, right side's going to Temple of Time.
Yeah.
They're gonna go get their hints. These three will be foolishes. That's a crater, not Trail. Wasteland. Yeah. Requiem can be found in Meadow. Is that the child or the adult song, though? We don't know that, but that's an interesting named item hint to get. We know where Requiem is, so pretty good option to have on there.
Yeah, Fortress Crater and Haunted Wasteland are three foolishes. Yeah, I honestly, until I saw that, because I hadn't seen it before in the few that I played, I almost forgot that a song can actually show up as like the hint for that. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, it can be anything that's considered a major item or a song, which could include Stone of Agony. Like, it could be as powerful as just getting your hookshot hinted, or as useless as getting the Stone of Agony hinted. There's big variance on the named item hint that you can get.
Yeah. Also looks like the two runners on the left peek the trail wall, and it looked like there was an item there, but of course we need explosives to get into that.
Yeah, the chest was gold, but unfortunately we need an explosive or a hammer to actually get the check. So interesting is Klo, who's went down to CAC to do Cuckoos, and oh, there's a hookshot here.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's huge for Klo.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll dip the well right after? Oh no, it looks like Klo's leaving.
No, okay. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. That's yeah, that is needless to say, if the other runners don't pick it up, that's gonna help quite a bit with Klo's adult routing. When we get to that point, that's very nice.
Yeah, can definitely help you out a lot. Although we kind of need more items to make use of the hook shot, but it's still very nice to have.
Alright, the castle hint telling us that Shoot the Sun is dead, so we don't have to worry about long shot or time of day or any of the stuff that goes into checking that.
Yeah, since if you don't have Sun Song, getting time of day, or Sun Song or Serenade, getting time of day for that check is a pain in the butt, to say the least.
So, it's like, I guess all four runners are probably going to converge here and ranch in a minute.
Yeah. Interestingly, Klo took the route through CAC to get here. I don't think anything was on Slingshot Game.
Yeah, I think it was just a, I think it was just a hard base. Chat, by the way, while we have a minute, I'm a little bit, uneducated on this. Oh, wow, shoes on, Talon, that's really
Nice.
nice. What is Froppy's model? Someone please help me,
I think it's Riolu Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Because I know Froppy uses the Ludicaro for an adult.
Okay, alright, thank you.
Yeah.
I hate to disappoint chat, but I've played exactly one Pokemon game my entire lifetime, so I'm a little unfamiliar with anything that's not like the popular one, so...
Yeah, it's about the same for me. I haven't really played since Gen 3. Oh, Bolero, so once we go adult, that's a song they could play to get. And yeah, the choose we got, we can use that for early on to do some logic breaking. I wonder how many we got though. Maybe the 5, maybe the 20.
Yeah, whenever they pause, in addition to probably checking the dungeons, we're gonna see how many choose it is, and that may or may not influence a lot of decisions on scumming them and routing later.
Oh wait, there's a bomb bag.
Or never mind. No.
Okay, we don't need to save choose. Let's just pick up the bomb bag and make our lives easier.
Yeah, that works. All right.
And I guess to talk about all 4 of these runners, Froppy and Clo, they were in Scrubs 2 seasons ago. Narville and Ink were in Scrubs last season, so all 4 of these runners have been in the Scrubs tournament in the past. So excited here to see like what their progress is. How do they compare to everyone in the race room? How well are they gonna do?
Yeah, and we got the dungeon reward check. So looks like the Forest Medallion was the one in our pocket, and then the pre-completed was the Vanilla Spirit Medallion, Light Medallion on Forest, and Vanilla Goron Ruby. So on DC. So DC Forest and Spirit are 3 pre-completed today.
Yep, we don't have to sit through a Forest Temple today. We'll have to sit through a Shadow though.
Looks like Ink went adult here, so let's see what our song. Okay, yeah, all right.
Lullaby.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of did have to be somewhat early. Have to be somewhere. I'm actually running out of early song checks. Oh wait, we haven't even been to adult CAC yet. What am I saying? Oh, what? Okay, adult spawning in the same exact area.
What? Yeah, wait a minute.
I guess not same exact. I guess this is the loading zone behind the child spawns. So we got double Death Mountain spawn.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, no, I got confused. I thought Ink went back child for a second when he spawned. I'm like, wait a minute, and then I looked. It's like. Also, there was I didn't even notice the big Goron hint in the grotto there earlier, but I'm sure the 2 runners on the left actually saw that earlier.
Yeah, then interestingly, Big Goron is a sometime since the trade quest item is always the claim check, so that converts it to a sometimes hint.
And
so we just kind of got lucky that we got the Big Goron hint. There's lighters in the wall.
And yeah.
Okay, we don't have to go on a light hunt.
Alright,
and
so...
you spawn right next to it, just hit some explosives, go blow up the wall, go get your lights. Oh, and there's a bomb bag in Mido, so 2 Spear 0 bomb bags. Also, I love the big Chungus.
Yeah, and I saw that. That is such a great model.
Yeah.
So, so it looks like we're gonna get a check here of adult Goron City from Norville. Ink just went off to adult Kakia. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of. I want to focus on a lot of the checks, but I also wanted to ask you this question since we got that hint for Requiem being an SFM. Because we don't have Minuet in the walk. There would have been. Well, I guess we spawned right at the top in Goron City. It's kind of a split decision. Would you went to Child SFM to look for that, or just adult?
I... Yeah, that's a hard question. I probably would do Child SFM, since I guess with the explosives we could just blow our way into Kokiri Forest, or I guess to Lost Woods through the shortcut. I think I'd go for that. I think I'd go Child SFM for try to find Requiem. Or just any song in general. Yeah,
I kind of agree. Although, immediately with that, I also know with that Forest Medallion start that it might have pulled some folks to that. Oh, so a couple of other things. That we saw Bo in the background on CAC, and Cully just heard a very, very interesting hint that we got on out in Kokiri Forest. Skull Kid has a strength upgrade.
Ooh. Interesting.
Chloe just passing right by Skull Kid, but we do not have Saria, so.
On the hint stone.
Yeah. Oh, Narvel actually finding the other copy of the hint.
Yeah. Yeah, potentially. Actually, wait. The 2 dungeons we need strength for are pre-completed, so we might not even need that strength. Logically, maybe for Shadow Temple. Also, those are the hover boots in the Forest Grotto.
Very nice.
Pretty nice find.
Okay, wait, did Clove forget that he started with storms? I swear he didn't actually check the grotto. Did I miss that?
So what? I think Clove's having some issue.
Well,
there we go.
Yeah, controllers.
Yeah, I don't think I saw Clove go in the grotto.
Okay. We also got a market path to Baronade. Now, of course, we saw the shooting gallery and there was nothing there. We just got a bomb bag, in fact, a couple bomb bags. So bombs for bowling, maybe Richard, big pose, big chest game. We have a number of things we still need to check there, but we're looking for like a boomerang or a letter to satisfy that.
Could even be the pose check.
Yep.
Oh, being nighttime for Richard. I guess we do have Prelude. We could Prelude back when it gets night. But it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to potentially route Richard in, or just try to skip him altogether.
Also, I guess it's all a hint there that Frogs 2 is dead. I missed that, but...
And I think that's what lab diving is, a slingshot. Yeah, getting lots of info all at once.
Yeah, Oh, did we see Cactomorpha? Well, that's probably the hookshot on chickens, but if there's something else there like that bow, hopefully the runners don't just assume it's that.
Yeah, the hookshot, that would solve the path, but there can be more than one item in CAC.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it at least clues in runners to, hey, go do your chickens. Don't skip them.
Yeah,
CG is dead. Which is a market check, and a pretty long one at that. Oh, bow in... Which grotto are we in?
I think that's the back one. I think we saw that.
Oh, we're in the back.
Yeah, and coincidentally enough, this is not how this normally works, but we started with storms, and coincidentally, the storm song check happened to be the one that had a random item today. Unfortunately, it was Blue Rupee, so.
So yeah, since there's a imbalance between the number of songs in the game plus the number of song checks we have in our settings, we're gonna have an extra. We're gonna have a song check that's gonna be an item instead, but it could be as bad as like a Blue Rupee, or it could be as good as a hookshot. Big variance there, what it could be.
And
so that's our long shot in SFM.
Yeah, Wolfer's Grotto. Yeah, giving us the long shot. Chloe is probably feeling pretty good about finding both of those already.
Yeah.
Not even 13 minutes in, and we've got both of those. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're an Iron Boons away from potentially finishing Water Temple. Though we likely need. No, we can get Lullaby. It was the Prelude check. So yeah, maybe Water Temple could be the first dungeon we do this seed.
Yep. Got a hint. So Requiem was on in Child SFM, so that's where that turned up. And we also just got a hint that Fire Temple is Path to Bongo. Now we've already seen a hover, so it's not that. Magic or Dins comes to mind right away when I see that. But
yeah, it's probably one of the two. Of course, Nocturne's a song that can't be hinted path in these settings. Plus, there's no song checks inside Fire Temple anyway. But yeah, Magic or Dins is probably my guess for what's path.
Yeah.
So we're getting a look at Colossus from Clo. Even though the dungeon is pre-completed, the checks around it, you still have to do those. So you still have to get the song and check the arch and the fairy.
We also got to sometimes hint that Shadow Trial 2 is a bow, but that doesn't matter because it's a Spear 0 bow, so we don't have to worry too much about that.
Yeah, and we kind of need Gan's Castle access to even have access to that bow.
Yeah.
So, I guess we could potentially see a path bow in one of our hints. There's the minuet, so Clo has much quicker access to Meadow than the other runners.
Yeah, we also saw, I'm forgetting all the songs, we saw Song of Time and Composer Grave, well, I guess Ink Pigam Serenade and Crater, but Crater was foolish, so I guess we needed a Serenade, to be fair.
Yeah, it's still a good song to have to get around the world, but Serenade, it doesn't unlock any checks logically, since you could just walk all the way there. It sucks, but you could do it.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind seeing that, picking up the Serenade early, because as you said, there is a non-zero chance that Water Temple might be our first completable dungeon.
Yeah, it would save us having to walk there, potentially doing it twice, 3 times, 4 or 5 maybe. And then Serenade can just cut that all down to just hey, just play a few notes and you're at the lake.
And Chloe, by the way, going on immediately using the minuet to show us that our Sorry song is actually on minuet, so we can go back Child and pick up that strength if we needed it. It's admittedly, as you pointed out, because the dungeon is kind of a big if actually at this stage, but it is there if you want to pick it up.
Oh, I think Froppy grinded money to come over and do Bombchu Bowling. Makes sense since this is Path to Baronade?
Baronade, yeah.
What do we got? Some love, but not even the kind that increases our health. And
Nope.
that bowling is not where the path item is. So either Pose or Richard has it.
Right, because we got a chess game dead hint earlier, right? So that chess check is out then for that. So yeah, we're all right. Well, probably have to. We'll come back to that, I guess, in a little bit. Tomo, I think the 20 and 30 were both dead, right? I didn't see anything noteworthy.
Yeah, I didn't see anything noteworthy on the skulls either. And then 10 is unhinted, so runners will still have to get 10 skulls to check that.
So, ooh, that's Chloe picking up an interesting hint there. We now know where our iron boots are. They are hammer on the left side of the Amazing Goron City, so...
We currently can't get there yet. You can't even logic break it.
Well...
Oh wait, I guess Froppy could with hover boots.
Yeah, Chloe can't, but Froppy actually does have the hover, so we could...
Yeah, Froppy could go get the iron boots. Only runner that could do it so far.
I did want to note that a couple of other points that I forgot to mention. We saw a Goron Tunic on the arch in the desert, which is noteworthy because Chloe actually died in the crater because of low health, and Ink was in fire trying to do a quick dip to see if he could, I guess, maybe pull the path hint. Although actually he doesn't even have the hint looking at his tracker, and he did not actually get to the bomb wall check because he died before like ran out of time. So we do not know what's in there. I believe Chloe just found vanilla magic. Yeah, that's vanilla magic.
Yeah, that's vanilla magic.
Very nice.
Also a repeat of the sun hint. I forget where the second magic is vanilla.
Crater
I think
Fairy,
Crater Fairy.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they're both
Crater
just
Fairy.
right there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, both Death Mountain area fairies. Yeah, what is this vanilla?
So yeah, decent odds it didn't fire. Then is actually the path item in fire, but again, we'll have to see.
Yeah, or it could be something that leads to dins. It doesn't have to be the dins itself. Could always go on a path chain with items, say like Rudos to dins, something like that. Really interesting start. Even the first 20 minutes, lot of divergence with how the runners are opening their seeds.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's pretty hard to keep up.
Yeah, I've been trying to like go back and forth, for screens and see what everybody's
Yeah, same.
been up to and what they've been grabbing, because there's been. In fairness with the start, there honestly are more than a few different routes that make complete sense that you can take. So.
Yeah, we got. Well, I guess we got bomb juice first, then the bomb bag early. Then getting a bunch of different warp songs, which opens up a bunch of routes you could take. Not have to hike over to get to the area. I am wondering when are we gonna get into a dungeon? And which one are we getting into first? Since we still can't beat a dungeon, even though we've seen a bunch of items.
Yeah, water makes sense from our perspective because we have like all the info, but like Chloe's the only one with the long shot. In fact, I think he's the only one who's picked up the one specifically from chickens, right? I think the other 3 runners got the one from Wolfo's.
Yeah, I think they all have the Wolfo's hook shot. If they think about their Morpha hint, they'll probably think to go back to CAC and they'll eventually find the long shot. Not just believe in like the bow being the path item. Especially if they find if we do find a bow that's not bow locked, that would invalidate the chance of the bow being the path, which would be nice for all the runners not named Chloe, and they would know to go back to CAC and do something else.
Actually, all runners retracing steps. The funny thing about it is, with this dungeon layout, I'm actually not entirely sure of the odds of this, but there's a very strange world where that bow that's like in Shadow Trial is not actually bow locked, but it requires the bow not doing like anything outside of Ganon's. Which there's a number of scenarios. I could be here a bit. We do have long shots, so bow won't lock Shadow. I mean, fire could be bow locked at the top 3.
Yeah, we do have long
so.
shot. Yeah, we do have long shot for Shadow, plus Force is pre-completed, so we don't need a bow to beat our dungeons. Maybe there's a chance that the Shadow Trial bow could be the first. Like a small chance.
Yeah. I don't know, like, as far as whether or not you'd be able to read into that and know if the bow and CAC is like actually a path bow or not. I don't know. Probably not.
I think at that point in the seed, I'm not going to read into it.
No, that takes a lot of It takes a lot. Well, it takes some knowledge reading and a lot of actually kind of guessing. There's a lot of info you don't know.
Yeah,
that you would be kind
you
of
kind of have to
gambling.
get. You have to do a lot more checks to figure out that info on the bow.
So Narvel has gone back out and has actually made it nighttime. So I believe we're gonna get our first look at Richard here. Ink is also back out. I admittedly missed if he also made it nighttime. I'd imagine possibly.
We'll see in a. Oh, it's daytime.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's probably gonna go for two bowling and be a little bit disappointed that's not where the path is.
Oh, Ink is 1 rupee short though to get both rewards. Could always jump the chain, and that's double magic in the grade box. I didn't do that before.
Okay,
Yeah, we do have logic with that with long shot.
Yeah, immediately I saw the bottom of that, but for some reason I thought it was a Poe in a bottle earlier, so I didn't say anything. But I thought it might be magic, but
Yeah, I could not tell what was in the box.
So yeah, both magics is kind of available. And yeah, we did find Boomerang on Richard, so that would be our market to Baronade.
Yep, that one's easily solved. Still gotta find Rudos though before we can get into Jabu Jabu.
Yeah, I am. I'm interested. I am also interested to see if the two runners have now gone back. Child. Well, hopefully, first of all, they get the hook shot or the long shot off of chickens. And then I'm also hoping that maybe we'll, since they have ZL and Storms, and maybe they'll possibly think about doing well. Be good places for density if you're stuck and don't know exactly what to do.
And we get this in from Ink. Oh, it's the Castle Fairy scent. Now Ink knows. And
yeah,
in the area with the Castle Fairy.
Yeah, little unfortunate that he happened to check the first thing that Hint was talking about on his way to that hint stone. But,
yeah.
You know.
At least we know OGC is dead.
Yeah, which I don't knowing that Strength's on Skull Kid, I don't mind seeing the OGC hint here because, you know, if the OGC had something that would tell you immediately, oh hey, you should probably go back and get that strength, but
yeah,
I don't have to worry about that too much then.
Yeah, I myself would probably not worry about too much about strength this seed. I'd probably try to assume that they're not needed. Just hope the GTG like Cream doesn't strike.
Yeah, we're getting Narvel doing a check of Childborn City here. Not at all surprising with the spawn, admittedly. Like, I just feel like it's something people will probably know.
Yeah, and it honestly, Death Mountain Trail, pretty good spawn, since usually Childborn City, it's a place that's normally orphaned, because if you don't do it in your opener, when are you ever gonna route it in? There's never a good time to come back. So it's nice at least for getting the Goron City checks. Oh, Froppy heading towards Maze. I think Froppy knows how to do the hovers trick. Not entirely sure.
I'm not gonna lie. Well, he is I'd imagine so. Not gonna lie, I've kind of forgotten Froppy's knowledge of this game because I've seen him more recently practice Link to the Past.
Yeah,
Froppy. So
yeah, Froppy is one of the organizers for this.
Yeah.
So I'd assume Froppy knows how to do it. Don't quote me on that. I guess we'll see in a few seconds.
If nothing else, I imagine we're going to see at least an attempt.
Yep, Froppy knows it.
Sure.
And gets the first try. Let's go.
Yep, nicely done. And we'll get the Iron Boat, which is actually kind of funny because looking at Froppy's tracker, he didn't Doesn't actually look like he has the hint for them.
Oh, really?
No, I think they're. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember where Chloe actually saw the hint. Now that I'm thinking about it. But...
Yeah, not sure where the hint was. Just that it exists.
Hmm.
Yeah, at this point we're seeing the runners kind of doing checks that they've already done. Wonder where the item is that would. Kind of wondering where the item is that gets us into a dungeon.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely I am interested to see what Robert does here going back. Child, unfortunately it's daytime, so he can't
Yeah, it's the wrong time of day to get Richard. We don't have Sun Song, so that's going to be a hard route in.
Yeah, I do wonder if he's going...
Is Froppy going well? Oh, no, it's going right side. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Did Froppy just void out on the chain?
Yeah, like, what? Yeah, that was... What happened there? I saw the screen fade to black, and all of a sudden, Froppy's now in the river. Is that a void? I didn't even know that was a thing.
I'm pretty sure it was a void. Because he just was 1 minute on the chain. Next thing he was in the moat. So.
Yeah, I never knew you could void on the chain.
That's also really unfortunate because the fact that he was trying to like jump back in there makes you believe that he was trying to get back in to do Richard. So that, obviously he could just play Prelude. Looks like he's gonna opt for a different play here. I'm not sure, but yeah, that was a very strange void.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going river with Froppy. Is this the first we've seen of river? I think it is.
Yeah. I mean, not bad, not admittedly bad to do here as Child, because you can also pick up Frogs 1, so we can just full clear.
Yeah.
Go here, and there's plenty of hints if you know, Frobby's looking for a little bit more direction on what to possibly do.
Yeah, river is usually the area that you go if you want a lot of info. Plus there is a Spear Zero check plus Hovers check, but you can just jump to those as adult.
We also get it. We also got a hint that the water boss key chest is dead, so we don't have to look for vanilla boss key when we get to that point. Probably buying a couple of beans. Now I assume Froppy's intention for the bean there might be because he doesn't have long shot or boomerang. Is probably that he saw the magic in the crate and is going for that.
Yeah. Yeah, Froppy's only access to a magic, it would be that crate magic, so that's probably where the bean's going. Do this, go to CAC, Froppy. I kind of expect Froppy to dip the well. I guess it would depend on what he gets here.
Ink and Narwhal both returning to Boss Wood's Child.
Rudo's on the. Oh boy, Rudo's on the frogs. That's a, oh gosh, that's a spot for that. I'm a little worried for her runners today.
Yeah, that's a little rough. Man, I would have rather had the river to Baronade hint, honestly, instead of
yeah, I would rather have the frogs hinted than Richard.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So, of course, go figure the way random like the season routing works out. The runner that picked up the letter there is the one that doesn't have the boomerang, unfortunately. So, Froppy will not be able to clear Jabu on this first trip.
Oh, and kind of nut the chicken off. So, hopefully this is nothing. Hope this upcoming check is nothing for Froppy. yeah, that looks like Jabu logically is supposed to be the first dungeon done. Just waiting on a runner to get both the tools needed to do it. And yeah, ice cavern. It's in logic already. Who wants to rush ice?
Yeah, ice is yeah, ice is a weird spot here because we know one of the songs that hasn't turned up is Nocturne, so we know we need that, but it's like it's 50-50 between being OT and ice and. Or no, sorry, I forgot about Burning Cack.
Yeah.
Actually, Burning Cack might be the easiest three to check because Water and Job was the other two for that dungeon, and we sort of know. I think we know where all the tools are to complete those two. So.
Yeah, we could actually complete those two.
Right.
Just one runner needs to get all the tools in their inventory.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not used to Jabu and Water being so easily. Or at least the knowledge of all the items for Job and Water being so easily obtainable, actually.
Yeah, it's surprising that we're getting all the equipment for those two dungeons. Usually those two are pretty late in the seed, just due to their high requirements. Oh, Froppy getting the...
Richard.
He's about to get the ring, and it might just immediately run up Zora's River after. Probably not going to be happy about this.
No, but, I mean, in the situation, I again, what can you do? Just gotta go back. Maybe, well, I guess, yeah, we don't have a scale, so we can't, like, dive in through Lake, which would help, but...
Yeah, I think one thing Froppy could do is try to find a scale before going Jabu. And then play Serenade to get there quicker. Is it worth it? Not sure about that, but it is something Froppy could do.
Did Cloak Strength win the Lost Wood to question chat? I could be wrong. I think did all four runners stop by Skull Kid or just pass by Skull Kid in the last couple minutes? I think they might have. I know a couple of them definitely did and pick that up. Unless he got that strength from somewhere else, and I just...
Yeah, not sure about that. Although I'm noticing on Froppy's personal tracker doesn't have Sorry as marked, but does have a strength, so it must have came from somewhere else. At least Froppy's did.
We have to keep an eye on that. So Ink with the boomerang got the letter going upriver. So we will in fact see Jabu as our first completed dungeon here in just a moment. And also probably going to see the domain checks. Oh, and Chloe getting our ice hint. The Iron Bridge chest is useless, but our song there is in fact Nocturne, so we will be headed there at some point.
Okay, so you are gonna have to dip Ice Cavern at one point.
Yep. So
no skipping on that.
So everything I said earlier about wait or what song check? No, you just go to Ice. That pretty much settles exactly. That.
Last two songs. So Epona's and Sun Song are either the OT or the Nocturne. Both are songs for completing dungeons this seed. That's a it's a mirror for Prickly Spirit. I mean, it gives you a since I don't know if Chloe has a shield since it doesn't have it equipped. So pretty nice if Chloe doesn't have a shield. So I didn't know this grass could spawn red rupees. I thought it was all greens and blues.
I think it has like a chance of spawning a red if you're like broke. No one quote me on that. It might be. I don't even know if it's actually based on that. I think that's the only times I've actually seen it spawn is when you're like broke, basically.
Like 0 rupees. I have
Yeah.
never seen that before.
I think so. Oh, we're gonna Narvel's gonna give the boomerang trick here in Graveyard a try. This is a little bit finicky setup, but done
Nice.
very well and gets the magic.
Yep, this way you can skip having to go get the bean to plant it, or skip finding a long shot. It's a nice logic break in case the graveyard box has something.
Of course,
Saves you a bit of time.
yeah, of course. The unfortunate thing here. Speaking of long shot, Narvel waited outside CAC for nighttime to do Dompe, which I completely understand because the time of day for Dompe. Can
Yeah,
be
I completely understand it.
Tricky check the route, and unfortunately, he by doing this is not doing chickens, which has the long shot. So hopefully he'll get back to that.
Pathomorpha still exists. Could definitely still get pushed back there at some point. And this is our first look at the well from Narville. Anything good in here? Anything good in the creepy well?
It doesn't have to be, but like, well, it was in logic so early, and there's so many checks in here. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if just something randomly shows up. Like, we don't have any path hint for Volve, right, involving the hammer. So like that could be in here maybe.
Yeah, we've only got 3 of the paths. We're still missing our last. Oh, gold chest.
Yeah.
What we got? And it's for horrors. It doesn't unlock anything, but it's a nice tool to have. Be able to leave that, warp around the world, and also be more comfortable dipping a dungeon without the ability to complete it. Just leave for wars and come back later.
Yeah, that is definitely a useful tool to have. Chloe finding out the wonders of Boulder hitboxes with bombs, by the way, there, as the bomb was right next to Boulder and did not blow it up.
Ah, yeah, gotta love it. Oh, and one thing we're about to see here is Rudo. She's on floor 1, so it just saves some time from having to just throw her up a ledge and then jump on a switch and then ride an elevator. It's a very boring part of Jabu.
Yeah, so Jabu a little bit quicker to complete under these settings, which I mean it's fine. That the only thing even somewhat noteworthy in that early loop is a skull, and that's
but
that's no big deal.
There's plenty of other skulls in the world you could get instead. In fact, there's 3 others in here we could get.
Yeah, if the runners want to, yeah, they can pick up those 3 if they want to just, get to 10, which, I guess the 3 runners that on long shot probably would want to do that. Maybe they think, like, something's on 10 skulls if they don't believe the bonus path.
Yeah, I guess they could think 10 skulls could have something, potentially. And yes, Rudo is there every seed. She will always be on the first floor.
Well, yeah, to clarify, in Scrubs, we start her on
Scrub setting, she starts.
Not
necessarily main season, since I think last season that she didn't start on floor 1.
No, in many other settings, you will see her down in the basement. You won't have to watch the cutscene of her falling down the hole. You just jump down there, and she's already waiting.
Oh, and we got Clove gonna make the move to go to GTG. Does have logic for it if we're to go forwards, but of course in this situation it's gonna be much quicker to go through backwards without Epona.
Yeah, and on one hand, And on one hand, yeah, Chloe will not have to won't have to worry about not having an opponent because if I recall correctly, Fortress was one of our foolish hints that we got.
Yeah, Fortress was foolish, so don't have to worry about HBA potentially having it, or potentially having progression.
Now, on the other hand, you'd mentioned like a surprise like GT like room here. Chloe does not have strength 2 to check that for in GT, and also does not have the FW to leave here.
Yeah, so good. That's worrying for Chloe if there's something in there. But hey, GTG, even without strength 2, it's very dense, so might still be worth to do this. But yeah, interesting that we're getting GTG versus Well. Which one's gonna come out better?
Alright.
Two of the loaded side dungeons.
Yeah. So far in Well, I've seen we've seen FW, and I think I saw Stone of Agony, and that's kind of about it. So Well does not look like it's winning right now in this. Oh. There's something in the basement.
Oh.
So one more chance.
Wait, what do you mean the Stone of Agony is not a good item?
Well. Oh gosh.
And
oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
all right.
You're gonna need that to beat the seed.
Okay, yeah, no, Well was good. All right, it saved itself at the end there. Kokiri Sword, we do play with Closed Deku in the setting, so you will need Kokiri Sword to open that to beat the dungeon, so...
Yep, you gotta show Mido your sword to get him out of the way. And also a Deku Shield if you lose that to some fire. But hey, the shop with the shield's pretty much next door. Just have 40 rupees ready.
Yeah, and Froppy, by the way, did get back to got to Pack during the daytime and picked up his long shot. So
yeah, good for Froppy there. Round in a check that's usually pretty bad to route in.
Yeah, and I believe he's probably gonna go over here. I know he bought the bean, but I'm gonna guess Froppy might. Does he? Well, actually, it looks like he's gonna plant the bean, so maybe he doesn't know or isn't comfortable with that boomerang trick. But to be fair, that boomerang trick is a little finicky, so.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. I thought maybe Froppy on the fence was gonna try it.
I do hope Froppy decides to dip into the well here after. Okay, yeah, it looks like he's going to.
Yeah, so Froppy will get K-Sword. Although it's at usually the check that runners will route last, the basement.
I was gonna say, chat, help me out because I was not watching, but I know Chloe was peeking the maze. It looks like there is a major item in the center of GTG that's been spotted. I don't know if there was anything else that was noticed, but yeah, we will need all 9 keys logically. You need 7 in actuality to get to that chest. So
yeah, because you could waste 2 keys on the right doors, and in that case, you kind of need all 9 keys to get to the center. Your seed would be soft locked. So that's why the center logically needs 9 keys instead of 7. Just to protect anyone playing random potentially soft blocking their seed. And that's the basics of how key logic works, is preventing soft locks. Spirit key logic, it's very complicated because of that. Yeah, we see Ink going for box skip, but
yeah,
this is not a trick I would even go for. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
like, it's pretty hard. Plus, once you're down here, you're committed to it.
Did get it though. I like 3rd or 4th try. Not bad, honestly. That's a trick that I admittedly don't even do in races, mostly because I have to pause buffer the hell out of it to actually get the right frame, and by that point, I already would have just I would have it would have taken the same amount of time to get in the box basically.
Yeah, at that point you're better off just bringing the box over. Just do the dev intended route.
All right, so we're seeing a Baronet fight over on inside, and Narvel taking that Kokiri sword to Deku and finding a scale in the first check. So that would be
Yeah.
that would be nice in getting them to Jabu quicker.
If Froppy goes Deku first, that would be really nice, because then could just Serenade and scale into Domain.
Yeah, that would be that route would work out really well and would it would kind of ease the pain a little bit of having to go back upriver because of getting the letter and not the boomerang in order. So.
And interestingly, like we got the runners, they're all in 4 different dungeons. Like so much divergence is happening this race. So much. I love to see it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even though it's very hard to follow, I love it.
Yeah, no, honestly, four different routes and they all have made like complete sense as far as like what folks have been doing. So like, I'm curious to see which one comes out on top. And in all honesty, it might be just whoever finds this. Well, okay, I don't know if it's unhinted, possibly unhinted hammer first.
Yeah, potentially. I guess the last hint could be a path to Queen Goma to hint the K sword. That could be our last hint. Or it could be path to Wolf for the hammer, one of the two. Or just something else that we're not even thinking of. Some kind of logic we're not thinking of.
So yeah, probably getting the Kokiri sword. We did find another bow in GTG that is not bow lock, so.
So yeah, that kills off any path bow hopes.
Yeah, so if any runner gets to that point without long shot and is not entirely sure what's going on in CAC, that will hopefully clue them in.
Yeah, basically screams at you to say, hey, go back. There's something else here. Oh, what? Silver Goblins in GTG.
Yeah, all right.
Back to the like room, anyone?
We might be seeing a trip there. Thankfully for Chloe, the way this like GTD worked out, there's enough keys in the center that he can thankfully get to the center and not have to like go to like room to get a couple keys to go back to the center to see what that is.
Yeah, that's nice for Chloe to not have to wait through a bunch of cutscenes in the maze again. Was the middle hinted at all? Or do we just know it's a gold chest?
I thought we just knew it was a gold chest. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing a hint for CGC Center. Oh, it's a scale. Hey, there's our other scale.
Cool.
Did we get anything out of GTG? Oh wait, Chloe didn't check the like room. I don't think.
Yeah, that's interesting. No, I'm not I'm not even great at counting this, by the way, when I'm playing, even though there's a nice message on the screen that says this is key number, but I don't know how many items are actually left in that GTG, admittedly, so.
Yeah. Well, we got 7 of the keys since we got to the center.
Right.
We got at least that. So there's at least 3 items remaining in GTG, if I'm thinking about this correctly. Maybe it's exactly 3. I don't know. I usually count keys instead of items.
So yeah. So Chloe's gonna go back here and get the painted iron boots, and probably will he be our first one off the water? Sure, looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a water temple play.
There's Ink getting his long shot, so and Yeah, Narvel found our last strength on Goma as he ended up completing Deku. Obviously, the third strength inconsequential today because we don't need OGC and we already have light arrows, so light trowel's just out. But
yep, and we got the magic in the bow. It is possible for those to be in Ganons, but not today. It's rare, but it can happen.
Yeah, we're gonna see
might be our first look at fishing, maybe. I don't know if I've seen any other runners fish yet.
Yeah, I know a couple of folks have been. I think a couple of folks have been out to the field, but I don't remember if they were like in Dawn or
Yeah, fields. It's a huge area. Usually, you want to be doing something else with the field checks, not just doing field just to do checks.
Yeah, so we're gonna get our first look at water here from Chloe. So this is kind of just it's kind of a funny side effect too of Narvel doing Deku first and getting that scale. So he's gonna have the opposite thing happen here. He's gonna dive into domain, do all these checks. If he pops out in the river afterwards, he's gonna find the letter and probably turn right back around.
Yeah, opposite of Frappe's experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Marble hasn't touched River yet, so I'm probably gonna go out there after doing the domain checks. Frappe and Narvel having a high five in the king's room.
Also nice there. Chloe finding the Azora tunic on the torch's chest in water.
Oh my gosh. Although I'm sure our runners do not care about that. I'm sure they can all handle this with even like low health.
No, and Chloe has even grabbed a couple of extra hearts to get up to 7, so imagine he's probably in a comfortable position.
Yeah, that'd be like how long would that be? 7 times 8?
56 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, 56 seconds to stay in the water. Really, the only long Iron Boots check is the pillar, and that's the only check that logically needs a Zora tunic. Everything else, it does not logically need Zora. We do have... There is an option in the rando for fewer tunic requirements, and that's what affects tunic logic in Crater and Bar Temple and a few rooms in Fire Temple. Makes it so that Deep Fire needs Goron tunic and only one chest in the pillar chest. That's the only chest that logically needs Zora tunic. So, tunic logic, maybe don't worry about it. Focus on other things.
Yeah. So, I'm also interested to see, you know, I feel like Chloe will I imagine will probably just find the boss key in Vale on water. It's not really a great place as far as like items to check for like stuff.
Yeah, there's only 4 items in here and 6 small keys and a boss key, so not very good check density if you're looking for items.
No, and he hasn't been to and he's the runner hasn't been to well yet, so I'd imagine that might be at the top of his priority list after it gets done here with water.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a small area with a lot of items in it, so it like your checks per minute, it's very high.
I'm trying to
like one of the highest in the entire game.
Mostly also trying to remember, I mean, I know it's not like at the top of their list right now because the fire range and all, but trying to remember which our runners know that Nocturne is in ice. Because we might see one of them go that direction at some point.
It's Narville that knows that. But oh, Narville's the one that doesn't have a bottle. So the only one that can't actually do anything in ice.
Yeah. Also,
You're seeing the first checks of Fire Temple. Maybe it'll pay off.
yeah. So Ink actually did this at the very start of the seed. We did not get to see what I mentioned earlier. We did not get to see what was behind the Bumble Wall because he actually ran out of time before he got into the room. So I'm curious if Fire to Bongo make me nervous if these next two checks are like also keys, because this could be a really annoying situation where Dins is like halfway through fire and you can get to it and Hammer's in shadow.
Oh, that would be awful.
Like is
that'd be cursed.
It is. It's to be clear, it's not likely.
Yeah,
but
like
it
this
is
next
theoretically
check would have to be a key.
Yeah.
If this next check's not a key, then that hope is dead.
Right. Also, chat, if you can help me out here with this too. So Narvel went domain and then immediately went back adult and didn't do river and didn't get the letter. I take it then is what happened.
Yeah, I think Narvel bailed, which is a little unfortunate.
Oh, that's not a key. Is this just Dins here? No.
Names.
Never mind.
I mean, it's like a Dins. Surely close enough, right?
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Ink did not miss out on anything there in that room, thankfully. Oh man, I had my hopes up for about 5 seconds there, and then
Yeah. Oh boy, that was the Dins that led to a hammer. But no, that dream's dead. We gotta find a hammer somewhere before we can get our path to Bongo.
All right. Well, I mean, fair enough. That's all right. So yeah, it looks like so Narvel's gonna get the irons here. We see probably going through. The Jabba Ink is gonna be going into Deco and Close continuing to look for the boss king water. And by the way, hi everybody, and happy 1 hour.
Yeah, happy hour. Hope you've been enjoying so far.
Okay. So now Ink knows that Nocturne's in ice. I forgot that hint was next to Deco.
Yeah, it's pretty kind as long as you check your hints. Pretty kind spot for that to be.
Yeah, it looks like assuming that I checked everything else, looks like we have the classic Dark Winter River water boss key today.
Yeah, and unfortunately it's pretty deep in the dungeon, and at this point you might as well full clear. You're already so close. Not sure how many items close picked up.
Yeah, no, immediately I know the Zor tunic, and I think the boss key just was hinted dead. I think was an item. So
yeah, I think that'd be 2. And I'm assuming close probably saved scum, or might have saved some keys, or just didn't pick them up. I'm not sure how many keys close has seen. Yeah, huge ruby on the boss key chest.
okay.
And no one's gonna be interested in that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but let's get the kill.
Yep, and there it is.
There's boss key, and if we have Oh, I guess Chloe hasn't done Dragon Chest. So yeah, there's one more item in here. Probably on the river, if I had to guess. Since this one is 5 key locked. While Dragon Chest, you logically don't need any keys to reach.
I also forgot. 'Cause I think this is I don't remember which dev version. This was a recent addition to actually in the rando. But if you look at the bottom left there and close, you can actually see the boss key there icon that when you actually have it.
Yeah, it might be a dev only thing. Not entirely sure on that. But yeah, it's nice to just as a reminder of, hey, do I have the boss key or not? And just how many small keys you have. But I think that was a thing before. Not entirely sure.
Look like I think river chest. Look, I think it was a hard chest.
Yeah. And that would mean it's the last item, so Chloe knows that the dragon chest has to be a key, and so does Morpha. So that's why Chloe didn't even bother to check it.
So we're gonna go up here and just kill Morpha and finish off the dungeon here.
Get your fire medallion. So I think the big thing we're looking for the seed is, where's the hammer? Is that no mode if we find the hammer? Since assuming we find Dins and Shadow?
Yeah, a hammer definitely. We're saying Dins and Nocturne, and we.
Yeah, we know where both. In theory, we know where both of those are. But yeah, I think we're just hammer from no mode on Restream. Very hard to tell which of the runners are in the. Honestly, any of the four could take the race on Restream. All taking wildly different routes and in a bunch of wildly different places in the seed. Hard to tell who's come out ahead or who's behind. Nice slingshot on
yeah.
on Baronade. Have we? I don't know. Have we seen Target in the woods?
I almost feel like one of the runners might have grabbed that, but I honestly don't remember which one.
Yeah, that would have been Ink, since Ink has the water medallion. I don't think Ink's been over to check Target yet. It could be a possible spot for Hammer. I guess what on Restream we really want to see is runners doing checks that haven't been seen yet. Where is this Hammer?
I mean, I feel like maybe there's like some random scattered like check that we haven't actually seen somewhere. But I feel like the hammer's in Fountain or Ice actually.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely. Those are the most likely spots, is in Ice or near the Ice area. One of the two.
No, of course we do know that Chloe's the only one who's done GTG, and we did not actually see the strength 2 lock checks there, so that's obviously a possibility. But yeah, there isn't actually that much left to I think for runners to go through to actually find this hammer.
Yeah, I don't think there's much that we haven't seen yet. Might be about to see target from Froppy. This would be new. Ah, got my hopes up there.
Also, I also want to point out Narvel and Chloe showing off the problems with sometimes with vastly different routes and not having like Sun Song. They both just checked adult Anju at an hour 9.
Yeah, since if you arrive during the night, she's not out. A little unfortunate when that happens. Like, there is an opener where you play Prelude and just immediately go CAC. You guarantee that you have time of day for, like, that child stuff, like getting the Lon. You could do that if you wanted to, in theory. It is always an option to just stick with an opener that you know is going to work, instead of trying to deviate based off of items, or even spawn location. The power of starting with Prelude. You can always just say, no, I'm going back to Temple of Time and doing what I know best.
Right, yeah, I noticed Narvel actually going to be blindly checking Skull Mask here now. I believe we did see I think it was in Fountain next to the ferry that we know Skull Mask is dead. But Narvel doesn't have letters, so of course he would not have seen that hand yet.
Yeah, so I was gonna make a bit of a gamble on an always hint that the hint is just in an awful location.
And yeah, we did see that again. That Valley of Hammer Rocks, of course, is dead. Which of course we're looking for Hammer, so that wouldn't be helpful anyway. Although I don't know if we've actually seen the other 2 checks in Valley at all either.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's.
I don't think so. I think Chloe left immediately after GTG. Didn't check Valley.
Mm-hmm. Which.
Yeah, and those 2 Valley checks, those are Spear 0, so maybe Hammer was just there the whole time.
Which I'm always curious in every season that we get into Scrubs, like how new runners approach Valley, because I know experienced folks like myself, and or at least myself, maybe you feel the same way. Valley is not a place I really go to unless I spawn there as child, basically.
Yeah, the problem is the walking distance from, say, Market over to Valley, or even Lon to Valley. It takes forever. Even if you Serenade, it takes forever. It's just an awful place to go as child. Preferably you could do it as adult, since adult could grab the checks. Like bump you to peak. There is a hovers trick, but that might be a little hard for newer players to do. Plus, adult can always just grab the waterfall, so it's a big plus if you could just grab it as adult. Not have to bother with Child Valley. Not have to spend time walking.
Yeah, we might. The runners that have not done GTG, if they did end up going there, we might end up seeing some of that at that point. Oh, Narvel's about to get his letter. So he did leave River behind for a little bit, but didn't forget about it. So. Okay,
so Narvel will be on the right track. Probably just gonna turn around and go to Baronade or go to Jabu. Yeah, Jabu's the dungeon, not Baronade. Oh, I think it's coming down to get a bean. Oh, the Cucko, since, yeah, we're gonna need this to check the grotto. I didn't even think about that.
Right, yeah, of course. He hasn't done a river at all yet, so he's gotta do this to clear it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and Child's only way up there is with using the Cucko. Let's check over to the right. Oh, and Chloe, this is gonna be our first look at Adult Fountain and Ice Cavern.
Yep.
So, hammer here. I think we will. Either like here or Valley. I think a lot of the random checks we even had. Oh, Chloe doesn't have the Rudo, so we'll have to KZ skip.
Yeah.
I'm sure all these runners know how to do it. I've never seen a backflip done to do the setup. It looks like it's closed in the right position. Oh, but targets. Okay, we're fine. Just gotta re-see up. Nice. Wasn't sure if it was gonna work with the backflip. I have never seen that for a setup. Nice getting the KZ skip. Probably one of the most important tricks to learn in Ooter, since turning in the letter is very, very, very slow just to get Ice Cavern access.
Right. Now, of course, there's one inherent risk Chloe's taking here, which is that King's Aura is hopefully not the hammer.
Yeah, since you're not allowed to clip through the king, so if you want to get back, you're gonna have to walk back through. I guess for Chloe would be go Bolero and then dive to get there, which takes forever to just do one check. So hopefully the king doesn't have the hammer. That is. Oh, it's bombs. I'm gonna assume we've seen the iceberg if Chloe was going by it.
It looked like when you walk by, it looked like a fairy. So I assume that was the last bottle that we don't have then.
Yeah, if it was a fairy, that'd be the last bottle. Yep, for our first look into Ice Cavern. Wonder what we're gonna find.
Also, Narvel reading the hint to the left of Jabu just made me realize that in fact both Skullmask hint are in the fountain.
Oh, yikes!
So yeah, that would be why he didn't.
Oh
have
my gosh, both Rudos lock. That's unfortunate for Narville.
Yeah, he went for Skullmask blind, but because he didn't have the letter, he had not only did not have the hint, he had no chance of getting the hint before that point.
Yeah, pretty much, unless Narville decided to KZ skip and go to Ice. That's the only way you could have gotten it.
And speaking of Ice, it looks like Froppy's going to join Chloe. And it's here in a moment. I did notice Froppy picked up the. Actually did go ahead and pick up the Goron tuning from the art, so I guess just wanting to be as safe.
Yeah, since with for anyone that doesn't know, the Goron tunic it prevents the heat timer from showing up, so you're no longer on a time limit to get through the dungeon, or to at least get through rooms. Not the entire dungeon. That'd be ridiculous to do.
Right now, yeah, I mean, 7 hearts is not bad for getting through the dungeon, but it's worth pointing out that it's just getting through the dungeon. the timer is mostly a problem on Volve, especially if you don't know or mess up the quick kill.
Mm-hmm.
So Frobby just went and played it safe.
Yeah, so Frobby's playing it safe, and yeah, messing up the quick kill. Quick kill, it usually takes like 32 seconds. So if you do it on 4 hearts, you're gonna die at the same time as Volve.
And
So yeah, 5 hearts, you could get out of the dungeon. But yeah, if you miss the quick kill, you're gonna need a lot more hearts to survive. So yeah, just playing it safe in case something goes wrong with the quick kill. Wait, that's a hammer.
Yeah, there it is.
Hammer in the
okay.
hammer in the ice. All right, so the stream is now in no mode. Or what else could be like Path to Bongo? Surely it's the Dins in there. I don't think they have any other items to find.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left.
Yeah, I think it has to be Dins and Fire Temple. But now it's a matter of which runner is gonna gather all the items needed to finish the seed. Since currently none of the runners are in go mode yet. And yeah, pretty much every runner's gonna come across that since the Nocturne was hinted to be in here, so yeah, you kind of have to come in here to beat Shadow anyway. Might as well do the checks along the way.
Yeah, yeah, and honestly, at this point, I'm like trying to look. I'm looking at each of the runners like items. I'm like, okay, who do I think might like come across, like might end up with all the items first. So honestly, Frobby and Ink are both in good positions. Like Frobby's about to get the hammer here. Doesn't have the magic, but he knows where he is. He's playing the beam, so you know, has a long shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Frobby I see has like what's the word, like a clear path to the end.
Yeah, I think in fact Frobby will be in no mode once he sees his hammer.
Yeah, I think you're right. Frobby might have all the info needed to beat the seed.
Which is gonna be really good for him because it means he will be able to entirely avoid GTG.
Yeah,
that's like the one time sink in the seed.
Yeah, GTG being completely dead. That'll be a huge time save. Having to dip an entire side dungeon. Not have to travel to wastelands, anything like that.
Yeah, and as far as the other runners here, I mean, Ink is not that far behind once he gets dice because it looks like he has all the other. He has kind of the same item loadout right now as Frobby, so once he gets the hammer, and I assume he knows where magic is, and even if not, he's actually about to pick up the other magic anyway. So
yeah,
he won't be too far behind.
And Ink does have a water temple up over Frobby, so at least has that done. But
right,
Ink could be in a very good position.
At
least on restream in a good position.
Right, and it's not a short water temple either. I'd like to point out.
Yeah, the boss key's in one of the worst possible spots.
Yeah, Narvel still needs to get the long shot. Although if he's thinking about that cack path end, he should be able to get back to that.
Yeah, and then Chloe needs to go do the frogs and river. That's the item Chloe is looking for to beat the seed.
Well, Chloe, I'm wondering about because, well, first of all, I'd like to point out he played Nocturne and read a hint that said bottom of the well is Path to Goma, so we finally found that hint that we were missing. But I hope that like reminds him because someone pointed out in chat at the beginning, I don't think he was paying attention to the fact he started with storms because he still doesn't have the hovers either.
Wait, doesn't have the... I thought Chloe had the hovers, but...
No, he's like
he
is completely blanked on starting with Song of Storms. He has none of the stuff that Storms locks, which was hovers, letter, and Kokiri sword.
Yeah, you're right. That's worrying for Chloe. Since, yeah, 2 items are locked by Song of Storms. Needs to remember that he started with that at some point.
Now,
he does have it marked on his personal tracker that he started with it.
Yeah, he does. I almost wonder because I can't remember whether or not he actually had the hint for ice. But if he saw the ice song as Nocturne, it might be like wondering, well, wait a minute, where's Storms? Maybe that triggers his memory here, or gets his attention that he actually has started with it.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, should think about that.
Because he literally
think about
he can't get to any other. He can't get to either a song check. I guess what I was gonna say without.
Yeah, like should think about that. He's currently out of logic, so hammer and ice. So Ritos cannot possibly in Fire Temple. So don't expect to find it in here.
Right. So yeah, he should. He knows even without because of that info, he knows that even with Nocturne and Ice, the path in Fire is not letter, it's Dames.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he might think it's hovers too, because it doesn't have hovers. But
yeah, I guess in closed mind it could be hovers.
All right, so yep, we're seeing a couple of Fire Temples here, which of course the last couple remaining questions in here is how deep do we have to go for the boss key, and if the boss key is before that, how deep do we have to actually go to find the dens?
And will Logic key lock us out, and do we potentially have to go up a second time? But yeah,
right.
Chloe's one of the runners without. No, Chloe has fours. I think it's the only one with fours. Or no, the other runners. Fours was in Will, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Well.
So the other runners besides Chloe has it.
Right.
Yeah, have it opposite there. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So that would that'd be a bit unfortunate for Chloe. Volk did lock out the runners, and it would I can safely say it would not be the first time I've seen Fire Temple required item do that. I remember so many times when CSMC was first introduced back in Season 5. I remember so many seeds seeing a big chest on Shortcut Goron and then getting locked out at the map chest.
Oh,
and having to like figure out like, wait, do I actually go back in for that? I mean, in this case, Fire's hinted. Of course, you go back in, but
yeah, that situation. I don't know if I guess like not counting hints. I don't know if I'd go back in just for a big chest. That's gonna take forever to get.
Right. Yeah, it's a tough decision. Opa. Oh no, Chloe's is going back to get health. I was like, that is not gonna be enough health to get up that elevator.
Yeah, only 20 seconds is not enough to even get up the elevator. No matter how good your execution is, you're not doing it in 20 seconds. But yeah, there are fairies up here, and bombs, always the same drops and pots. Is gonna go ahead and ball a fairy just in case something happens.
Alright, well there's some good news for one of our runners. We're assuming Narvel picking up the long shot off a chicken, so he did remember the hint. And
yep, good for Narvel.
Yeah, now has that, so he just needs to get over to ice, and he'll be good to go. And I do know for a fact that Ink is very much aware of the situation, because the moment he saw the hammer, he actually marked go mode on his personal tracker.
Yep.
So
Ink is very aware of that he's probably in go mode. We still haven't seen the Dins yet, but I expect to see it, and not any other item.
Well, Froppy right here is about to think he's found it, and then no.
that's the neighbor chest.
Nope, nope. Yeah.
Yeah, Clo and Froppy about similar. Like Froppy's just a little behind Clo and Fire Temple. Kind of a race between them to see who finds both the boss key and the Dins first. Actually, Clo could potentially continue on, thinking there could be something else in here. The runners usually don't like to check past the big key since Fire Temple checks take a long time to do. Usually they'll usually bail at the big key.
Right.
Although not today, since we do have a path in for Bongo. So gotta find that. Gotta find Dins plus big key and then bail.
Right, and especially if Clo has not realized that, you know, Smart Destruction, that he did in fact start with Storms, he might clear all fire, because in his mind it might be like the best play he has left.
There's the boss key.
Okay, well,
So we are gonna have to clear past it to get the Dins.
Yep.
I guess luckily we do have a spare key, but could potentially still get key locked by Volv.
Yeah, and we know there's at least 2 keys in that section after the map, because we saw the shortcut going, and now the top of the boulder is both having keys.
Yeah, it's just a matter of is there enough keys available to get to that section? We have 1 here, so we do have enough.
Okay, good.
Would have been a little worrying if this was an item. Then we'd have to rely on the Bowlock chest to having the key. Although with an extra key, you can actually skip having to do the eye switch and just peek the chest from the outside and then grab it if you need it. So, like, we're gonna see with Clo to the right, we'll be able to see the chests and see if we wanna drop in there, which it's brown, so we don't want to go in there. Just run by it. So deep Dins.
Yep.
Maybe Pierre has it.
Yeah, which scrub settings, we do have free Scarecrow available, so you just plug the ocarina in, Pierre's there. Don't worry about.
Oh yeah, that's something I haven't mentioned yet. So you don't have to go to Child Lake then Adult Lake to get your Scarecrow. You just start with it. Just pull the ocarina out and Pierre will show up.
Also, Bones in chat bringing up something, and that's what I would have done if I was not good. Clo doesn't have FW, so this is probably not a good move for him. But yeah, if I found the boss key, I might have dropped FW and just killed Volv first to see if Dins was on.
Yeah, and I think that's what's.
Froppy in fact, Froppy's doing that, right?
Yeah, Froppy has part of his magic missing. He definitely dropped for Wars, and I think Froppy is doing what you're suggesting. So he's gonna kill Volv, see if she has the Dins, and if not, just work back up.
And that upper middle section of fire, all 3 of those checks key, so.
Yeah, so not really desirable to check it. Clo fell down, but does at least know to avoid yourself to get back up.
Yeah, yeah, went straight for the platform. One of the platforms that happens to go up. So
Yeah, it's useful tech to know if you ever do fall down the fire temple, and so you don't have to reclimb the entire thing.
Although,
uh-oh. Yeah, this is...
a little worried here, though.
Yeah, close.
Oh, no.
Oh, close. Skull of a fairy. Okay, good. Does have a fairy.
I was gonna say, I know I saw him refill his health at the pots. I couldn't remember if he actually grabbed a fairy or not, but he did.
Yeah, I couldn't remember that either. But yep, yep, Chloe, that fairy really saving Chloe a lot of time there.
Oh yeah.
That's what I had to reclimb the fire temple. Still no gold chest.
Nope. And no, and meanwhile we're waiting on the top of fire, and then we're also waiting on the vault fight. And what's happening here? Pretty much, I'm going to guess the reason exactly why Froppy went out of his way to pick up the Goron tunic.
Yeah, the vault quick kill it something went wrong. So oh yep. Got swing hammer first.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Goron tunic. Otherwise, Froppy would have died in the fight. So yeah, good pick up there to get the tunic.
I was gonna say, looks like highest Goron actually is a gold chest. Maybe
yeah,
this
that look
is it.
gold. Watch it be what I haven't seen. Watch it be a slingshot. No, it's a Dins.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, and I agree with Flo bailing here. Go somewhere else to search for Rudo's and K-Sword.
Yep.
Since the time it takes to get from highest Goron to highest chest, you gotta go through a flare dancer fight, and then you have to solve a puzzle in a room, so it takes a long time.
Yep, and Frobby got done with his Volk kill, and now back into fire to get the Dins. And
Froppy needs this key. Wolf apparently didn't have a key on her. Interesting how that route works out. I figure that key would have been required to get higher in the fire. Apparently not.
yeah, I didn't even notice Frobby. She didn't check that.
Yeah, same.
That chest. But yeah, luckily, thankfully, yeah, that did not matter too much, and he did remember to grab it going back in, so everything was fine.
Yeah, good on Froppy to remember the chest.
Yeah.
And then to get deeper into fire, we're gonna have to get one of the I think it's 3 keys in this section. It was either 2 or 3. It was a lot. Yeah, I agree with checking Pierre first, since that's the check you can't peek.
Tomo, did he actually check that at the very beginning? If he did, I'm very confused then.
Maybe over the sea close forgotten about Song of Storms. Maybe it just has never worked out to go get the Kokiri Storms Grotto. Let's go in Child. This is a step in the right direction.
I imagine he probably had to have remembered maybe by now. He did read the fourth path in this as well as Path to Goma, so
Yeah. Oh, that's why Chloe's going. That's why Chloe's going this way to go to the well. Wait, why are we walking? Why are we going this way though? We should have nocturnes. Wonder what Chloe's thinking.
I'm not sure there's something else that he hasn't.
Oh, we never did slingshot game.
Oh, is this a? Oh, is this a case because he got boomerang? He had the opposite time of day problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Richard slingshot game problem. So I think Chloe was here during the night instead. Everyone else during the day. Okay, I see why Chloe's doing this.
Well, luckily.
Yep. Now we're playing Nocturne to go towards the well.
Oh, chat's saying you failed it. Which, to be fair, at the beginning of the CD, the controller was going nuts, so that might have been what happened. But yeah, luckily it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, I didn't miss a important eye on it at least. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate to be having controller issues during the slingshot game.
Oh yeah, he is. Looks like he's making his way to well, so. Or not. Oh, yeah, he hasn't turned into 10 skulls.
Oh, yeah, 10 skulls.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, Froppy's about to get his dins. So that will put Froppy in full go mode. Just has to go clear water and shadow.
And does have to. Oh, already has the nocturne, so just do water and shadow. Yep, there's Dins, Froppy is in go.
And and Ink is a little bit of the ways up the fire temple, so it won't be too much longer before he has his Dins.
And Ink does already have Water Temple done over Froppy, so it does have the advantage there.
Okay, Chloe's going to well. Narvel's making his way to Dice, so he'll get his nocturne and he'll be caught up with everybody else as far as the hammer and the
Narvel is on the path to finishing the seed right now.
Yeah.
Hit hammer and nocturne and ice, then get the Dins and fire in that be go mode. So yeah, Narvel's heading in the right direction and Chloe's in the right place to get the K sword. Just needs to do the Kokiri Storms Grow along the way to the Deku Tree.
And
Child spawn was it was in Goron City, so if he uses that he'll pass right by the grotto. So that'd be a good sign to that'd be a good sign for Chloe.
Yeah, and obviously, of course, since he's in well, he is, obviously he's remembered he has Storm, so hopefully he remembers he didn't actually check that grotto earlier.
Yeah, I hope Chloe remembers that he still needs to check the grotto.
Admittedly, I'm not entirely sure where getting to Ruto's letter fits into all of that in his route, but he might just run out of checks. Because he's done a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. Chloe honestly probably doesn't have many checks left.
I mean,
that's the only runner that's went to GTG so far. I guess Valley could be possible.
I mean, and even if
for the like room.
Right, and even if he gets the hovers, he got Nocturne, obviously because he got Nocturne to ice. He knows Letter's not in shadow, so
yeah. If you think about your Ruto's logic, then it can't possibly be in shadow. So it's got to be earlier in the seed than that. Earlier than both the Nocturne and the hammer.
Yeah, of course. I'm also ignoring the fact that obviously Dins was hammerlocked and Hammer was an ice, so that would be there's literally 2 different reasons why Letter could not be Shadow. But
very true.
but all right, I am curious since Froppy is in Shadow here, and it's a Go mode. Well, we're in Shadow in Go mode. I should rephrase that and say, do we have an actual Go mode Shadow or not?
Go mode Shadow doesn't exist. We'll have to do the back rooms, like always.
Oh.
It's not gonna happen.
I don't believe Go mode Shadow exists, but he did at the very least start off by getting a small key boss key combo from the first 2, so that's at least something.
Yeah, I guess, and it's I think that's a gold chest, and Froppy correctly or rightly just ignoring it. It's not. I think it's not gonna be anything useful. Next big Goron sword potentially, but probably not interested in gambling that. I know I would not be interested in that.
No, at this point.
Maybe if it's a gold chest along the way, I'd open it, but not one where I'd have to do a silver rupee room.
Yeah, definitely not that room. We're just gonna continue on to the invisible blades. And Ink is now entering Shadow. I gotta say, by the way, Ink is flying to the end of the scene.
Yeah, like really.
I looked away for a minute. I looked away for 1 minute. He had the Dins already, so.
Yeah, just get the Shadow done, and has everything we need for Ganondorf to do this, beat the seed.
Based on his time, I think he's gonna come in maybe just a tick over 2 hours. Pretty good.
Yes. Yeah, it's gonna be near 2 hours. Very good time. Especially since we have to go to both Well and Ice Cavern. We have to do those extra dungeons. You're basically full clearing Well, since you're probably gonna route the basement chest last.
Okay. Alright, so we kind of one of the moments of truth here for Chloe. So he did get the Kokiri sword. I am hoping that he remembers he did not check Kokiri's sword with Gardo.
Chloe's gonna be passing by it, so moment of truth in 2 loading screens from now. We're doing muscle checks. At least Nose has checks left in the area.
Yeah, right, because he didn't have his slingshot earlier, so he would not have gotten this.
Okay, we're equipping the K-sword. Oh, no, we're going left.
Oh no.
This is not good for Chloe.
Even remembering Storms, I think he believes he has checked that grotto.
Yeah, I'm now struggling to see how Chloe's gonna get the hovers. That was his best chance to remember the grotto.
Yeah, in fairness to him, he has passed by it a couple times earlier. So in his mind, why would he have forgotten to check it? We haven't had Storm since the beginning, so that's probably why he thought he's done it.
I don't blame Chloe. I've done this before where I thought I'd check something, but I actually forgot. I've done it plenty of times. Top 60 run for hours. I've done it plenty of times. Everyone does it. So Chloe is not any kind of exception here. Everyone has done it.
looks like yep, so Narvel has now made his way into fire, so we will we're completing that and getting his damage. We'll see if he possibly makes the same decision as Froppy and decides to leave FW and kill Wolf first. He just decides to climb. We know from our knowledge that just climbing is correct, but completely reasonable to kill the boss first.
Yeah, and that's definitely what I'd be doing, is killing Volv first, seeing if I can skip the rest of the dungeon before actually doing it. Since Volv is progression, you have to kill her. Rest of the dungeon, potentially not. Just depending on item layout. Yeah, progression, just... What we mean by progression is just getting bosses killed, not necessarily doing dead checks, stuff like that.
Froppy, oh gosh,
yeah,
irons.
Yeah, put iron.
Okay.
Yeah, iron boots.
Yeah.
I would definitely put in the irons on if something, if like the ledge grab happens during the trying to do the. I can't remember what the strat's called. Trying to do the fan room.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the strat's called.
Yeah, obviously there's a quick way to get through that wind room, but I advise any runner, the moment it starts to go wrong, you slip with irons, just throw them on.
Yeah, just play it safe. Just don't void out. Don't make us go first. So we got a finisher, SETI, with a 149. GG's. That's an impressive time. Very much did the seed.
Yeah, probably like I imagine SETI probably hit a lot of but a lot of the stuff that we've seen probably in a really good order.
Yeah, congrats on winning the qual.
Yeah.
And yeah, qualifiers, they're open to, yeah, it is aimed at new players, but the qualifiers are open to, they're open to everyone, no matter your skill level. And you will get placed in groups with similar skill players at the end of the quals, so we have a system to keep similar skilled players together.
Yeah.
So yeah, you will see top 64 runners in the race rooms. But we're the top of the top. They're not gonna be in scrubs. They're way too good.
Right.
And yep, Gobo Shadow does not exist. We need a small key.
Nope. I was just about to say that the property got to the boat, and I see a 0 in the small keys.
Yep,
There, so.
it's all the same thing.
Go figure. Well. Yeah, and unfortunately,
but which of the rooms will have the key?
Yeah, and unfortunately, I wanted to mention that Chloe finished Deku and then left, so he definitely believes that he's checked that grotto. Oh, well, there's the small game.
And a little bit of extra magic from the Redead, and we can use the Forest Wind to get back here a bit quicker.
And
Also, we gotta be making use of the Pierre.
Yeah, Froppy, correctly remembering the thing that I forget having time with Free Scarecrow. Don't need to
Yeah.
shoot the statue down. Just pull out the ocarina and long shot over.
Yeah,
it's
since
faster.
with Free Scarecrow, that is faster to do than shooting the pillar down. You don't have to sit through the cutscene of playing your Scarecrow song like you would without Free Scarecrow.
I think Narville's quick kill also went wrong because he was being revived by a fairy while on fire. So
yeah, but did have the fairy, so not a big deal. Doesn't have to redo the entire fight.
Rocky with the nice rhythm and the one cycle on bongo.
Yeah, very nice.
Would advise folks a little bit later. Froppy was trying to do that first part with hovers on. I would recommend taking them off.
Yeah, you kind of get bounced up, hover in the air, then it becomes really difficult to aim. Even with Z targeting, it's hard to aim.
Which admittedly I find it strange that the hovers make it harder to fight Bongo, given that is the item you kind of get in Shadow Temple. So why would the dungeon item make the boss harder? But it does for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Is Bongo like the only boss where the dungeon item isn't useful for the fight itself? It might be.
I mean, I guess technically, Phantom Ganon, you can just hit him with the hook shot instead of the bow and coming out of the painting, but the bow shoots faster, so...
Yeah, I guess bow helps you out somewhat there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the Shadow Completion now. Robert's just got a bit of a water symbol ahead, and then he'll be off to
Fortunately for Froppy, it's likely gonna be a full clear near full clear to get the boss key.
Well, no, but we were talking about like the item actually in the dungeon, which Goma, Deku's a slingshot, which slingshot absolutely helps with Goma.
Yeah. Yeah, K-Sword you get in the maze at the start of the game, like where the boulder is, and slingshot's the dungeon item in there.
Like, yeah, obviously you don't need slingshot to kill Goma, but it definitely makes it easier.
Yeah, stuns are longer than Deku Nuts does. Plus also, if she gets away, you could slingshot her down. Chloe is gonna get Rudos. Cover Boots is the item that we're really worried about. Chloe might never find them since has walked past the grotto multiple times.
Yeah, he did, yeah, I figured he might get around to letter, because I'm guessing he would remember he didn't check frogs, which obviously... he did remember to go back and check this, but yeah, as we know, the hovers are not behind that letter, so...
Yeah, you're done with the last dungeon. Just needs to wait for the step of the blue orb. And it's off to go kill Ganondorf. Nice thing, Sean Longo.
Yeah. glad we know where all those are.
Yeah, slingshot %. Let's go.
Two slingshots on bosses and one on lab dive. Yep. So Ink is off to again, and we'll see how the climb goes. Farmers is starting. Water. Narvel is only a few seconds away here from getting his dins.
Mm-hmm.
And
yep. Narvel's dins is basically the next room.
Yep.
Yeah, that would put Narvel in go mode. Oh, that's the Zor tunic.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot that was in there. I already forget where we got the tunics.
Yeah, well.
how little I care about tunics.
Yeah. The tunics in this seed both might be logically required because for some reason, despite seemingly clearing 99% of the game, we have not seen either wallet. But I'm not really not sure how that happened exactly. But
both in Valley, the place we haven't seen yet.
Maybe.
Yeah, no runner has touched Valley. Not non-restream at least. So yeah, maybe we do need both tunics logically to beat the seed. Oh, it's pretty easy to just skip them.
Right. Yeah. And yes, and yeah, folks. Happy 2 hours. Not honestly not a bad seed for the first Scrubs call. Given that we have. Three of the runners in go mode, one of them already on the knuckles here in the climb.
Yeah, like runners are definitely gonna get some good times on this. It's a pretty kind seed. Don't even have to touch GTG. Yeah, if you're interested, join the Scripts Discord. If you're all interested in the tournament, and heck, join the qualifiers. Even the newest players, they're welcome to join. Try.
Oh yeah.
Try racing. Get into racing for the first time. Would love to have you in the Scripts tournament. It's definitely a good way to get started if you ever want to dip your toes into rando racing. Be against players of similar skill level. I did get my start with Scrubs, so in MMR, and I feel like that's really helped me out. Really helped me learn the game.
Oh yeah. Even someone like myself who's played a ton of these randos. I will tell you, recently, last week watching the Twilight Princess rando calls, I don't know nothing about that game.
I've actually been riding Twilight Princess a lot, trying to do S1, and I've been trying to learn from not much knowledge.
Right.
But yeah, Twilight Princess, that's a very different game. Yeah, Ink, now on to Slay a Pig. No other runners have finished between SETI and anyone else. Ink could potentially finish second. Out of all 31 runners.
Yeah.
Good on Ink who was the bottom seed last year. The very bottom seed, and now might be about to come second in a qual. Good on Ink.
Oh, Oh yeah, yeah. Someone. If he pops in for name, I gotta tell him, man, that his name in Discord is Road to Group Valero. I think he's gonna be aiming quite a bit higher than that.
Yeah, like
after seeing this result.
They even aimed at finishing near the top of Scrub Quals at this rate.
Like he is.
For just barely sniping Ink. GG's the Fur on a second place finish with 203. Oh, there it is. I thought the bot just didn't post it.
I wasn't sure. And everyone, though, please get your GGs in chat for Ink. Looks like he might take third here.
And one more stab. Oh, wait a second. But GG's Ink. Third place. I'm a 204.18. GG's. And Froppy, not gonna be too far behind. Just needs to beat Morpha and then go do the end game. Marvel 2 just needs to beat Shadow Temple. So yeah, Morpha down for Froppy, then just step in the blue warp and end game time.
And yeah, very nice job there by Froppy, by the way, on the quick grab on Morpha and getting that kill.
Yeah, like that. Not an easy thing to do. Like either like you too late on the hook shot, or you could line it up that Morpha gets away after you hit them. But good on Froppy to get the quick kill. Well, the quickest kill anyway. It's like second quickest kill. It's not that much slower. Maybe like 10 to 20 seconds, something like that. Not sure on the timings. Hyper in fourth place, 205. GG's.
Yeah, I guess we found the point where like maybe one group or a number of finishers might start rolling in.
Yeah, looks like we might get a bunch of finishers at once.
And I believe we are joined by our third place finisher, Ink. GG's.
Thank you.
GG's Ink. Congrats on the third place.
Thank you. I was actually a little bit mad at my execution this seed, especially early on. I don't know, for some reason every time I get restreamed, especially on ZSR, my execution's typically shaky at the start. But I'm going to presume that Rudo's was what tripped people up the most.
Mostly different items for everyone. I think Narva was the most tripped up with Rudo's. Narva and Clove. Froppy also had Rudo's pretty early. Oh yeah, Froppy went up the river but didn't have the Rang, so had to make a second trip up. So Rang was what tripped Froppy up.
Oh,
Didn't
I
have
see.
the time of day.
Yeah, I intentionally I did HC2 just to set the time of day for that, because I got the market path and all that, and I was like, yeah, okay, I needed like full clear market ASAP.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like get you potentially have like Rudo's or a ring that you're looking for, and no Sun Song to set your time of day, so you gotta do something.
So for me, I think, like me personally, I could see Rudo's tripping up like the most people out of the qual. Not everybody, obviously, but just like I know a lot of people like to do Adult River, and if you do Adult River, obviously, you know, when do you do Frogs 1 here, right?
Yeah, if you're Adult River opener, this is not the seed for you. And actually, on restream, none of our forerunners, even including you, no one opened with Adult River. Everyone waited for Child to go up it, which I guess makes sense with the Song of Storms. Find Bomb Bag, and then you can full clear River.
Yeah, for sure. I went up River the earliest mainly because, like as early as possible, mainly because of the Graveyard Crate having magic, and I wanted to make sure I got like the bean planted before I went well, so I don't have to double back. I don't know if other people thought the same, like sort of like that was the main thing, like line of thinking for other people, but
Well,
Yeah, I think Froppy did the same. Had the bean and wrote it to get the magic.
yeah, Frobby didn't. Admittedly, I can't remember exactly. I know Narvel bought a bean. Chloe did not, because from the spawn he went straight to Child Cack and got that hook shot first.
Yeah, Chloe was really early to the hook shot.
He had like
basically
12-minute
immediately.
long shot.
Yeah, something like that.
Out of curiosity, what item is Chloe missing?
Hover boots needs to go back to the Kokiri Storm's Grow to get it, but I'm afraid that Chloe's just completely forgotten about it.
Yeah, he's walked over.
He thinks he's already done it.
Grotto like 3 times with storms without actually checking it. So
yeah, and we do start with storms. So I think Chloe thinks he already checked it.
Well, that's really rough.
Yeah. He's going back to GTG, by the way, to show us
Yeah,
what's in the like room that he skipped earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty kind seed where you don't have to do GTG, you can just completely skip this area.
Yeah, it is like available. I don't want to say that late in the seed, but it's not the
you
earliest.
you get long shot pretty early, so it's available very early.
Okay. I forget where the first hook was. I know the other one was chickens, but the first one was like, what, Kakiri or something?
Wolf's Grotto, I think?
Oh, Wolf's Grotto.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
Wolf's Grotto. And
Okay,
Bomb
that
Bag
is very early. Bomb Bag's free.
Bomb Bag is.
Yeah.
Yep, Bomb Bag, Spear 0, on. So yeah, you get long shot very early.
Fair enough. Yeah. So it is really open early. I was probably like, I really wanted to avoid it. As you kind of like saw, even though I had ice open, I like sort of went out of my way for hints because I was missing a wolf path, and you know I went up like foolish crater just to get hints. I did like activate hints. I never found one. I don't know if anybody else did.
Okay. Yeah, so we do know where the fourth path is. Also, Chloe just found one of the wallets finally in
that's the first wallet we've seen on Restream and GTG. We have not seen the other one.
But yeah, the fourth path that we saw was actually on the hint stone right outside Shadow. It would not have been helpful in the slightest. It was bottom of the well to Goma.
Okay.
Which obviously Kokiri server was there, and you started with Storms, and ZL was free. Well was kind of just something people were going to naturally do anyway, well before they ever like saw that hint, so...
Yeah, you were probably going to go to well pretty early.
Right,
even if you didn't have the hint.
Yeah, I was really hoping to sort of maybe get something to eliminate like a potential casino for Hammer, but I guess it was just like on the way, you know, because you're gonna do ice set anyways for Nocturne.
Yeah, you kind of required. So you're gonna get the Hammer.
I don't know. I forget where the ice hints were, but like I'm pretty sure like at the time when I got it, you narrowed it down anyways.
I forget.
One of them I think was next to Deku, if I remember correctly, because I think it's the first place we saw
Yeah,
it.
Deku was one of them.
Oh yeah. Deku was one of them, and then
I don't remember the other.
I think it was HC1. It might have been HC1.
Maybe.
I remember HC2 was Castle OGC.
Yeah,
GG's
HC2 was
Froppy.
Castle Hens. I remember that. And yeah, GG's Froppy, ninth
GG.
place, and also GG's to Link, Hylian, Krez, Cola, and Mythic Silk for 5th through 8th.
Yep, a lot of, like I said, a lot of the finishes rolling.
Yeah,
Rolling in
now
now.
that we're past 2 hours, like, we got 8 finishes within 9 minutes of each other. Top 10
Yeah.
after 2 years of not playing. Congrats, Froppy.
Yeah, I do feel like compared to the other scrub seeds I've played, this one is definitely probably the most linear. Like the only thing that just from the ones I played.
This restream disagrees. We had a point where all 4 runners were in different dungeons at one point.
Oh no, I don't mean linear as in like I mean like linear more so as in like most of the stuff is just on the way, except maybe like I want to say letter probably is like the least, but even then you're still gonna do river a lot of the time for it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I personally don't feel like there were that many, like really bad item locations at least this time.
Yeah, probably the Rudos would be the worst. Although it's
say,
right
though,
outside
that-
a domain.
I'll say though that if the Dins was not hinted and it was Hovers hinted instead, it would have been nightmarish.
Yeah, if it was Kokiri Forest Path the Bongo, the seed would have been a nightmare. Since who's gonna check past the boss key?
Yeah.
For sure. Anyways, I'm not sure if I have anything else to add, to be honest. I don't know if you guys have any questions like regarding my route in particular or anything like that.
I guess I'm kind of wondering, did you ever think about going towards like the GTG? Did you ever think about dipping GTG at any point?
Not really, no. Like, I was gonna put off GTG as like my last major dense area simply because, I have to do. Bottom of the well is like you start with storms, so it's like super available super early, and then ice. I mean, ice had hammer. I would have probably went GTG after ice if like irons were just not in Goron City Hammer chest, but I remembered that it was a big chest because I peeked it as adult and I went back for that first. Kind of glad I did in retrospect. But yeah, otherwise not really, no. I don't think I was gonna go GTG otherwise, like at any point, unless like the irons were somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, this was definitely one of the more fun seeds I played, I feel. I just want to thank you guys for...
It looked pretty fun to watch.
I just want to say, like, thanks for having me on Restream, of course. And yeah, I'm gonna head out, that's alright.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, of course.
Alright.
Thanks for letting us restream.
Yeah,
And have a great night.
Yep.
For sure, thank you. Have a great night, everybody, and good luck to the rest of the runners.
I guess since I don't know if I'll be able to do like chat interview, but what'd you think of the seed if you want to, Froppy? Oh yeah, Rudos. No escaping
Yeah.
frogs one for you.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, frogs one usually has stuff on it for Froppy. That's why he can't escape it. Got Narville now in Gandorf's lair.
Yeah,
And
so
also
he'll be-
GG's to Suzato, I think that's how you pronounce it, for finishing in 10th place. 214.
Yeah, we got our top 10.
Yeah, SETI showed us that it could be beaten in 149. I'm wondering how SETI routed it to be 14 minutes ahead of her. Like a really, really good time for the seed.
Yeah, that's Yeah, I will say, generally speaking, in races that have like a lot of folks in it, it is I'm gonna say it's very, very uncommon for first place to. I mean, there can sometimes be a gap based on a route, but 14 minutes.
Yeah,
That is a
that's a
very wide
real
gap.
for a race this big. That's a very big gap to the second. Okay, last stab for Narville, and on to the big.
Yeah, and I saw I know it's close. Technico was like double checking hints, so I think he's reached the point where he's confused and trying to figure out what he missed.
Yeah, Chloe might need to go through like a checklist, or just really remember that Kokiri Grotto was not checked.
Well, and the funny thing is, he would actually probably notice it really quickly if he went back and watched his VOD like right at the very beginning, when he reads the hint in like above Kokiri Storms and doesn't open the grotto. Like if he saw that the first time he went there, he would realize that he didn't check it. I think.
Yeah, it would be allowed to watch your own VOD. That's not against the rules.
No, you can do that. I will say, for me personally, I don't do it because I don't even, half the time I wouldn't even be sure what I'm looking for, because if I don't, I say that knowing that we know what he missed.
I have actually looked over my own VOD in the past, just to, if I like think, oh wait, did I forget this check, or wait, what did I get from this area again? I forget. Just try to figure out what it was.
Right.
I've done it. Like looking at my own VOD. GG's to Flint on 11th place, 220.
Jesus, then looks like
That's an interesting strategy, Hyper. Like look over your VOD to save time on marking dungeons. Yeah, that's really trying to get the time save.
All right. All right, everybody, get your GGs out for Norville. Looks like he might take 12th here.
12th it is. GG's to Narville. And yeah, Froppy, the path ends, they didn't really chain in anything. They kind of just acted like Woths. Like, Path the Goma, here's a K-Sword. Path the Baronade, here's a Rang. Stuff like that. GG's, Narville.
Yeah. Yeah, actually that's true. I think all 4 path hints were actually just basically Woth hints, which...
Yeah.
That's not... in some ways it's not bad if you don't, you don't have to think too much about it.
Although, yeah, I definitely prefer chains to... Especially chains to required items. I usually prefer when Pathins do that myself. The Goma Pathin, you need a Nocturne to get it. That's the only copy we're aware of. We never found the other copy of it.
We're, sounds like we're now joined by our 12th place finisher, Narville. GG's.
Hey, GG's.
GG's, Narville. So, what'd you think?
Well, I hope chat enjoyed Big Chungus, because I did not. I don't think I'll be racing with that model again.
Oh my gosh, this is the only time you've raced Big Chungus?
Yes.
Okay, did that throw off like any of your execution having a different model?
I feel like it did some, just like some of the general jank. Thankfully, it didn't throw off any setups I had. I was surprised a little bit. I got Mito skip first try with the model.
Oh, nice. I didn't even think
but-
about Mito skip with the model.
Yeah, I used the B button, so it shouldn't have messed with it, but never know.
I guess like some people could look at the Link's feet to know when to do the backflip. But yeah, sorry to interrupt or ask you a different question, but what'd you think of the seed?
The seed wasn't too bad. I figured the unhinted, I'm assuming it was unhinted, Ruto's letter on Frauds 1 might have thrown some more people off than it seems to have.
Ink and Froppy had it pretty quickly.
Yeah. One of the big things I wish I'd done and meant to do is when I did Child Domain, I was intending to go do River right after that, and then I just forgot and left.
Yeah,
okay.
that part was a little unfortunate.
Yeah, I was actually wondering because I was discussing that about how you had done because you did you found the Cochlear sword first, I believe, with the Forerunners, and did Deku and got the scale. I was like, well, he'll be able to go into Domain this way, but I hope he goes out to River afterwards to get the letter because he knew about it, and then he left, which I mean, to be fair, I should someone who skips River often, so I understand that, but yeah, it was just unfortunate that letter happened to be right there.
Yeah, like I said, planned to do it and just forgot. I don't think it cost me a whole lot of extra time, but definitely would have been nice to have it earlier.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much time it would have saved. Not really sure how it would have affected your routing if you had the Rudos. I actually beat Jabu while you're there. I don't know if that affects the rest of the seed.
Yeah, really the main thing would have been that was my first bottle, and so going to ice to get Nocturne would have got Hammer, and then that was pretty much go mode for me.
Yeah, I guess put you in the go mode quicker. Oh yeah. I guess the king's not hinted. We're gonna see what's on the king. We've seen this from anyone.
Yeah, I was probably gonna check KZ, but then I got Hammer.
Oh,
Flame
geez.
check. I think Big Goron was hinted
Yeah,
dead.
yeah. Good thing that's ended dead.
Yes.
Yeah. And Chloe, trying to remember what's been forgotten. Yeah, everyone's done this. Think they've forgotten it. I think they did a check it, but actually forgot it. Everyone's done it before. So no, definitely feel for Chloe here, but nothing to feel bad about.
Another sort of big regret with the seed, although it was what it was getting to CAC as adult like 1 second after it turned night and missing Anju and CAC archery.
Wait, what was on CAC archery?
Nothing was on there, thankfully, but it meant that I had to route in CAC a couple times more than I maybe realized.
You'd have to
Yeah.
Force you to make an extra CAC dip.
Yeah, I had pointed out when he went back there because I mentioned the problems with like starting a seed and doing some sort of route, and then by the way, you don't have Sun Song, and if you get to CAC at night, like Andrew's not there.
Chloe isn't heading in the right direction.
Yeah, it leaves it.
Not anymore.
Oh no.
Actually, really wondering, like, is like just go through the loading zone, go in the hole. Come on, Glow. Give Glow your energy. No, he's warping away.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this feels bad for Chloe. I don't know if he's even. I don't know if he's ever gonna find the hovers.
Others were Forest Stormstrata, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny to see that both spawns, despite being random, were basically the same
Oh,
spawn.
oh yeah. I probably
Yeah.
should have asked like King Proppy this, but what do you think of the spawns being like one loading screen away from each other?
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny, and it was also a convenient spawn, pretty much. Or
Yeah,
discount Nocturne for me for a while.
Yeah, probably one of the best. Usually the best spawn areas are areas away from warp songs, so that you can take advantage of them in your routing. Just get around the world quicker. Yeah, pretty convenient to be right, like in Goron City, right outside of it. Especially makes Chao Goron City much easier to route in. Oh, I don't think I had anything to seed.
Yeah, it did not, unfortunately. But you don't have any other questions, I'll probably go ahead, hop off, get up and stretch.
Yeah, I don't have anything. GG's on 12th place in the race.
Yeah, GG's.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, Goron City, getting into like Ice and Domain, Forest, CAC, all pretty easy to get to with even with just the spawn. And yeah, and warp songs, then heck, you could get around the entire world pretty quickly. Yeah, Spear Zero bomb bag, but pre-completed DC. What a shame.
Yeah, DC also being right there with the spawns, that would have been like...
Yeah, you basically grab bomb bag, go back, and just immediately do it.
Yeah, looks like Chloe has remembered another check that he hasn't done. Unfortunately, and I think it is an item. Unfortunately, we know toilet is not the answer.
Yeah, as one key in inventory, and I assume spent 7 in the maze. Wait, wouldn't that mean the toilet's a key then? Let's close skip the key.
I thought I swear in like the boat, like the sky statue room, he stood in front of a key chest and didn't open it because he didn't need it.
If that's the case, then this would be an item.
I mean, I could be wrong, and of course, in the situation he's in, he's literally just trying to think of like any check that he hasn't done. So.
Well, I guess. Wonder what's gonna be on the toilet. Usually, this is a check that pretty much no one likes to do. You have to do silver rupee rooms, and this water room's annoying to navigate.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, and of course. Well, whatever. Whatever this is, he's gonna hate this. Although, I think I saw in chat what this actually is. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought I saw.
Bomb bag.
I was like, wait, I don't think we saw the third bomb bag, so that makes sense, but...
Hey, toilet at least did have a major item on it, even if we had a Spear Zero bomb bag. Basically, right at the start.
I will say I give credit to all the credit in the world to Chloe. He is like, I know at this point if I couldn't figure, I would have just said thank you. I'm gonna go do something else. He is determined to figure this out. Like, props to him for wanting to finish this.
Yeah, and in the scripts room, it's more important to just finish your races instead of like overly caring about like your placement and time. Finishing
Right.
You first have to finish the race before like getting good placements. Gotta finish. And even if they like say like get last in every race, you will still be invited to the scripts tournament if you just finish your seeds. So no real requirement to like get under certain times. Nope, nothing like that.
Right, and for folks, I guess this would be a good moment to mention this, right? Because we have that rule in our qualifying structure, right? That you can't forfeit more than 2 races, right? I'm remembering that.
Yeah.
Like, we've had that rule literally forever, right? So. Yeah, we want to encourage people to finish, no matter how long it takes.
Mostly encouraged to just finish the race, and just reward people for sticking it out.
Chloe's remembered that he didn't check the hammer chest in fire. Unfortunately, I believe based on the information that we're told that might be the 8th key.
Yeah, I think it has to be a key. Just thinking about where the other keys are. Yeah, I think it's the spare key up top. Wait, is it an item? I was thinking that had to be a key up there. Hey, you had 8 going into the deepest part of.
Well, yeah, because we know there. Well, yeah, because we know there were 3 in the upper middle part. Pierre, Boulderman's and shortcut. I can't remember if we were at 5 before that. Did Volv have a key? I was not paying attention there. That might be.
No, because Froppy had to go back to the first room to get a key, so Volv doesn't have one.
Okay. They're all items? Okay.
Oh, is it an item?
Oh, okay, wait, no, okay, so, I think I can count them out of my head now, because I think the hammer loop at the beginning had 2. There's one next to Volv. There's one below the Song of Time block in the big lava, that's 4. There was one in lower Boulder Maze, it's 5, and then there's all 3 in upper Boulder, right? So that'd be 8.
Yep, yeah, that would be your 8.
If I have that layout correct. So yes, actually, then this is an item.
Yeah, really you only count keys in here regarding like probably this check or Pier if you don't have hook shot.
Right.
Otherwise, you usually don't count keys in here. GTG and like water and spirit, those would be important. Important dungeons to count keys. Well, will 2 for the basement.
Right. Yeah.
That it's
Uh-oh.
it's a brown chest, but it's an item.
Yep.
And actually close forfeit from the race.
Yeah. I am guessing. Yeah. At this point, he is. It's run. I guess he's just run out of checks that he's remembered.
Not sure if Chloe wants to interview after that. I understand if he doesn't.
Now, we go.
I'm thinking that's a no.
Chloe is like in posts, is in like a different channel in the Discord. Is anything on the race time room
Oh,
yet?
there you go. Okay, I missed him there. Yeah, let me pull him up.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Chloe, GG's.
Listenable.
Yeah. So, do you want to know where you missed the hover boots?
Nah, not really. Fine.
Okay.
Whereabouts were they then?
They're in the Kokiri Forest Storm's Grotto.
And I'll do that when on my way out of Deku. Oh well.
Yeah, unfortunately, it passed by the grotto many times and just never did it. We've all been there. We've all screwed up with checks.
Yeah. Probably
GG's.
thinking of a seed from yesterday.
Yeah. Oh no, and seed bleed happened. Do you want to know where
probably.
where you missed the hover boots?
On the plus side, you know, you don't have to worry about where any of the other items are, because I showed you them all.
Yeah, exactly.
They're in the Kokiri Forest Storm's Grotto.
I mean, I keep getting out of memory issues, so now might be
Maybe we've
back
seen the
to-
whole.
Unfortunately,
I've seen the whole sea at this point.
Many times I just never did it.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I
We've all
did
been there.
a lot of the
We've all
seed.
We've all screwed up with checks.
Quite a lot of it.
Yeah, like you were the only runner on Restream to go to GTG. Oh no, and seed bleed
Yeah,
happened.
well, I mean, I went early, and I felt good because I got, you know, the strength to get the irons, some other things, and then found all the copies of them immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe we think the strengths weren't even required to beat the seed. But yeah, you got long shot early, so it made sense to go over the GTG. Was in logic very early.
Yeah, and I mean, it got me the water temple fast as well.
Yeah,
I mean, it would
quick water temple clear.
the routing would have worked out well if I'd picked up the hovers, but you know.
Yeah, I think if that was the case, your hiccup would have been the Rudos on the frogs.
Yeah. And that was another one that, you know, I thought of multiple times, but then, you know, you have to walk there. Who likes
Storms.
walking?
Yeah, storms useful for getting
everything. Yeah.
three required items this seed.
Yeah.
Very powerful storms, apparently.
Oh yeah, the Kakiri sword in the well.
Yeah, the K-sword.
Either way, how was everyone else's experience of the seed?
Ink finished pretty quickly, and then like just routed really well. Found the items quickly. Got the skip GGG. Narville had a rough time with the Rudos, but still
a good number of
still had a
people.
very good finish.
There's no reason to push you to river, other than
Yeah,
I can do it. It's just a matter of you have to walk there at some point.
X could
I
depend
mean,
on
if you get the Kakiri sword quickly, then you can go get the scale out of deck.
Then you get the scale, and you go that way to the domain, and then could go back river potentially. That could be a way to get to the Rudos.
Yeah, I mean that's an easy way to do it. Or the way I prefer is to get your scale out of the center chest of training grounds. It's the way I prefer to do it.
Yeah. That scale.
See, for Uppy, you should have just done DGD, then you wouldn't have been hurt. Yeah, I got the trail magic as well. Which chest was magic in the graveyard again?
Oh, it was in the box. Magic was
Oh,
was in the graveyard box. I think that would have been for Uppy's. I think that was for Robbie's first magic. And then, oh yeah, magic was vanilla and trail wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't have any more questions. Got any Sea Falcon?
No.
Alright,
The one thing I want to
you've seen
mention, Chloe,
everything.
the one thing I want to mention, Chloe, from your route that was way different is that, honestly, from the start, you were the only one to take Child and go straight to CAC. Like, you had that hook shot off.
Oh yeah.
Way before everybody else. Like, even everybody seeing the CAC Morpha hint didn't get there that quickly.
Did chickens.
Yeah.
Amateurs. Rush chickens.
Yeah, you were the only one to go from like spawn to CAC immediately. Everyone else warped away.
Well, I mean, there's a Storm's Grotto. You know, while you're there, you might as well.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any questions. As I've said, I found everything in the seed, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's probably about time to wrap things up here.
There's one question. Did you get to skip
what's
the
that?
back of Shadow Temple?
No, there's a
No.
key back there.
Ah.
As I said on Restream, Gomocho doesn't exist.
Yeah, it
Really
doesn't
doesn't.
exist. Had to know if it finally existed.
All right. Well, that sounds like it's my cue.
Yeah, thank you all for watching, I guess. Am I taking this one away?
Well, that's what I was asking, because I was the restreamer.
Yeah.
You all sound similar here tonight. No, I'm just not hearing everybody else. No, okay.
Oh, can you not hear us?
You guys were saying something a couple seconds ago. I wasn't hearing anything. No.
Oh.
Now I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Well,
Well,
thank you both for coming.
Thank you to our commentators, Cinny and Sea Falcon. And thank you to the tracker at Malthak and Baywitch Clay. And, go and follow the runners. Thank you for all the runners who are restreamed today. Droppy, Narvel, Ink, and some guy named Klo, Kayla.
Yep, follow the runners, follow the commentators, follow the trackers, follow the restreamer, follow everyone.
And thank you, Chad, for coming out to watch. I believe we're going to do Qualifier 2, or we're going to try to get Qualifier 2 on tomorrow. What time
Yeah,
is it?
way earlier than this one. 9 ET, 3 PM CEST.
Yeah, there we go. That time. So, come on back and we'll see if we can get that one on. I'm going to send this one over to the Otters since there doesn't seem to be much else going on. I hope everyone has a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Yep, bye, buddy.